Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex Day trade setups for today. So, a couple of things that are happening at the moment. We are starting off with the EURUSD, and this pattern here, the last couple of 8-hour sessions, has been pure confusion. So we have broken through the channel. We've come back down into the zone, and the zone sits between 117.312 and 117.507. And you can see absolutely nothing's going on. We are sideways, we are range bound, we are messy. That is extremely messy. Not interested in this at all. Not even a try second guess which way this is going to go. It can go either way. I'm going to need to see a decent bit of structure forming. Okay, and for now, to the upside, structure is going to be a break above that diagonal trend line. To the downside, there's nothing really on offer to the downside at the moment. So I suppose we could argue that we are following this trend line at the moving average to the downside at the moment. But this is sideways. I'm going to want to see a break above that and some decent level of support, or not level of support, but some decent structure for me to even look at this at the moment. So for now, money in pockets, not interested in that. US dollar, Japanese yen, we have broken the the channel to the downside. This does look like we're looking for a retest of a level for a continuation to the downside. So just moving to the 1 hour, you can see this is the first area that I'd be interested in, which is 105.315, and then the second area of interest is going to come in around there. Okay, so you can see these tails to the upside here, tails to the downside. So that's the next area that I'd be interested in, which is 105.360. Okay, so that is a little bit of a better setup at the moment for me. And you can see that would be the trend line as well. So I'm looking at 105.357 for another entry to the downside. Now, if we can get that, your stop is going to be pretty much above 105.550. Okay, so that's a good 200 odd point stop loss, and you can bargain at least for a second move of 484 points. Okay, so that's a fairly decent setup. Pound US dollar. So we bounced off the bottom of the range, off the channel yesterday. You can see that was the bounce that happened. Bounced up pretty fairly late in the day, back up into this area here, and that is back up above 130 again. Okay, so the battle with 130 is continuing still. What we want to see now is to see whether we're going to get a bigger move up. Okay, so you can see how this is so typical of price action. You can see move down, sideways, squirt down, find the level, everybody jumps in at that point and moves it up. So it was a fairly strong move up for a couple of hours, then sideways going into the close, and we're still sideways. So I would anticipate this thing moving back to the top of the channel. Okay, so that's what I'd be looking for, and this is going to be one of those London breakout strategies, to be honest. So there's our range there. Okay, so we want to break above these 130.296, and we'll be looking for something up there at 131.432. Okay, so first move sideways, second move should target up that area. So just waiting for that break of the range, break and retest, and then we can be in on that one. New Zealand dollar, Japanese yen, nothing really transpiring here. We are sideways again, and not really. I think we did have the wedge break here moving sideways, but we're now just going completely sideways. So I think that trade idea is out of the window. So you had this break here. Wrong one. So you had that break there, break, retest, and now we're all the way back down here again. So I think that has fizzled out, and basically nothing's happening here. So we'll stay out of that for now. British pound, Japanese yen, does look like there's some movement on the British pound here. So we have had a sort of a break below the channel, but I think basically all that's happened is we have extended the channel to there, okay, and we're now back in the middle of the channel. So again, same scenario with the other, with pound US dollar. We had a move up, we're consolidating. I'm anticipating another move up on the second leg up and probably top of channel again. Okay, so again, same rules apply. We're looking to break fractal levels. So at this stage, it's going to be this fractal here. So I need to get above that. So all you can do is just put your level in there. I want to break, retest there, and then long to the upside. Your stop is below these swing lows here. Okay, Aussie dollar, US dollar. Remember we had this double top here. I've still got it drawn in. We've got this triangle, and yeah, we're pretty much going sideways. We're back in this little double top area. So we've had a break to the downside, which failed, and then we've got to break the upside, and it's looking like that's going to fail as well. So that's kind of a pattern that we must just ignore at the moment. And basically we are back in a range here going sideways, and nothing there on offer for me at the moment, so we'll stay out of that one as well. British pound, Aussie dollar, we had this consolidation area. We have broken clear of it, so clearly there is some positive news on the pound, and what we need to do is trade with the trend. So I think pound pairs is what's offering the value at the moment. I'd want to see a pullback back into, let's just delete all the noise. I'm looking for a pullback back onto this area here. So that's 181989. We can get a pullback into that area. There's a nice tight stop here. Or 850 point stop loss. And we would obviously be looking, I suppose that's not going to offer much of a trade, but you'd probably be aiming for this area here of 183.239. So if you can get back onto this, it's 1,200 points for 800 point risk. So it's a fairly decent setup, but there's a lot of congestion to the left here, so there's going to be a lot of resistance here. But the way this is moving, it is moving up. A bit messy, but we are making a series of high lows, and this does look like a double bottom here. So this here, let's draw it in. There's my top, there's my bottom with a break. So a retest of that should take me up there, which clears this area of congestion. I would be very surprised to see that happen, but this is a fairly strong move at the moment. But we'll have to wait and see what transpires. So firstly, we want to pull back, and then we want support. If we get back onto 181.989, then definitely there's an opportunity there. Okay, so we need to get back into the zone here and see what happens there. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the pound is the one to be watching today, and of all of the setups at the moment, the pound dollar is looking the best right now. Pound Aussie dollar, I think just wait a little bit for it, and pound Japanese yen, there's nothing really there. But apart from that, that is all I see, and I hope it helps you today, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.